What is it? What I do? Now, can I turn off the live stream? Yeah.
Okay, we are now live stream on YouTube.
Okay, good.
Okay, we are now live stream on YouTube. Oh, that's a delay.
All right, that's good. Graphics are not supported camera. Wait a minute. Am I live stream? Good live. All right. Hey, Joey, maybe you know something.
Sort of. So just create live video around stuff you want.
Go live. Can I go live?
No.
Screen share. Yeah, okay. This is already maybe already live. Okay, Mike.
No, because we haven't created it.
Huh? Internal microphone. All right, Mike. So for the Facebook, I want to see
Please add a live title. Where's
the description.
What is the description?
Lunar of the type of the title.
And I guess you get thumbnail. Online in 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Go live.
Close unused applications. Anything short maybe. What is the live buttons up?
Mike, have you done live before? Joey. Oh, you're out?
Yeah, well, it said it was a test. We need the real broadcast, right?
It's not
But it was
test.
a test broadcast. Yeah, I thought it was just here. Oh, Michael's here. Yay. Hmm.
Okay.
What? Yeah. See, so then,
Okay, go ahead.
wow.
Tina's here.
Yes，师傅，
你好。
你好。好，师傅下午好。
你好，下午好，下午好。 All right, Jennifer's here.
Yeah, make sure it's one of those.
Well, that's not needed. They can still hear it. So. Turn them on.
Yeah, I need to go. Hello, Kelly. Shane. All right, Kelly's that's good. Recording. All right. Okay, we muted, right?
This one is muted. I think that one.
Yeah, that one's not muted.
Right.
Not supposed to be muted, that one. All right, we have a few minutes. Okay. Host would like you to unmute. Why unmute? Oh, it's mute. Host like you to unmute. No, I need to be unmuted. Interesting. Okay. Good. All right, Catherine. Catherine the Great is here. Catherine the Great is here. I like what Jennifer got over there. Admit, we need to admit somebody. You see, Mike, you're the one admit people, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
That's good. Thank you.
Okay.
Good. We're gonna start in a few minutes. Okay. Well, a few people. Hey, we have
What is that?
we have Australia. Darren is here, right? There. Oh, we know. How do you remember? Mike, would you send Darren the what we did yesterday? The Zoom a class I did with Darren Bird. So you send to him, send to Mr. Bird, would you?
Sure. We'll do that.
Is that okay? Can you guys hear me? You can. Okay.
Yes, I
All
can
right.
hear you.
Okay, good.
Yes, can hear you.
Yes, that's good. All right. Crystal James. All right. All right, Mike. I want to see if you can share the speech, share one clips at the snow, and one clip for the Chinese New Year demonstration. What you did, Mike? Are you there? Mike.
Yeah.
My beloved Mike.
I'm meeting people right now.
Okay, what the combination of the demonstration talk.
Is Madison there?
Madison's here.
Hey, Madison, can you go ahead and share? I just sent a link in the chat. Go ahead and share that video first.
Hey Jim, how's Washington D.C.? It's good.
Yeah, crazy as always.
Ah,
But
who's
yeah,
that
it's
beautiful
good.
lady beside you?
Oh, thank you. The friend of mine, actually from Russia.
What
I
Russia?
wanted to
Sorry, I
bring-
don't speak Russia. Russian. I do speak Chinese though.
We're neighbors.
你好，I'm glad Joe is here to solve problems. Can you guys hear? See that video? No, they don't see the video.
Okay.
Technical things.
Yeah, I see the link. How do I share my screen though?
There's a sharing. There's a share screen over here. Share screen.
Yeah. Okay.
Share screen.
As long as you're a
Okay.
co-host.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, can everyone see that?
Can you see that?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna play it.
Okay, enlarge it. See if you can play. Enlarge it. Yeah, enlarge it. Okay, play it.
Joey, we're not hearing any shared audio.
Because we need that thing. We need to get that.
I think I unmuted it, but it's not playing the audio.
When you first press share screen, there's two little check boxes in the bottom left-hand corner, and one of them, I believe, is share with audio.
Okay.
Oh.
Share screen.
Friends, how are we doing?
This is important day. People from the Far East, from Asia, because most people in Asia celebrate this day, which is Lunar Year. With this opportunity, I want to share with you some of my mind, my heart, my consciousness, my energy. Yes, this year represent the tiger. Tiger can be very explosive. Tiger can also be very fire. Tiger can transcend, jump very high with incredible speed. So tiger represent vitality. So that's what I'm sharing with you, is the vitality. All vitality starts from the very beginning of life. That's the first breath. Everybody breathes, but very few people know how. Rhythmically, consciously, deeply, breathe with that vitality. So, with all that said, reprogramming, optimize our DNA, blueprints, optimize the membrane of each cell, optimize our perception to be more cosmic, to be more open, to see each of us in our greatest potential. Let's just breathe. This will change your life forever. Because of that empowerment of the breath, because of that calmness of the breath, because of the openness of the cells, because of the openness of the heart, because of the openness of the stem cells with the new information, that will change your life with great vitality. Thank you.
That was the whole video should do.
That's the video. Okay. Okay, this is the beginning of the video. All right, and basically what I see is for the new year, and I call vitality because we always see okay, you can mute that one. I'm gonna. Can you hear me? Okay, you need to yeah, decrease that. Lower. Okay, you can hear me, right? Good. All right. Technical things. We always have that. Okay, now the New Year vitality is about what are we going to do this year? The past, we see the danger of humanity, the danger of conflict, the danger of the war, the danger of all that friction, the fragmentation. And I remember David always asked me, what is the luckiness? We always have God. The luckiness is within us. When we open up our heart, when we open our consciousness, when we open our everything we have, in our outmost consciousness, consistently and persistently, without interruptions, without interference, without outside. Smokes, outside cloud, outside darkness, outside the chaotic signals. We can penetrate into our being as a human being. Yes, I always call Zen. What is Zen? What is Zen to you? What is Zen to you? What is into you? A medicine? You told me before. Say it. What is into you?
Oh, I don't know.
Why you don't know? You said that last time. What is into you? Just a simple word.
It's peace of mind.
Peace of mind. Okay. What is Zen to you, Darren?
Zen is your spirit, your center.
Okay. What is Zen to you, Kelly?
I was also going to say peace.
Okay. What is Zen to you, David?
Serenity.
Serenity. Wonderful. What is Zen to you, Jim?
The center.
Wonderful. Okay. What is Zen to you, Steve? Steve has a lot of great ideas. I'm glad Steve is here. Steve. Steve Gossler, come on. I see you flash, but I cannot hear it. What is into you, Chen Yuan?
Yeah, I think it's a form of living and a belief.
Okay. What is into you, Regina?
Life.
Life. Okay. What is into you, James? Crystal?
I would say clearness of thought and purpose.
Okay, good. All right. Zen originally, according to Buddhism, is meditation. Simple meditation. That's what it is about. Meditation. What is meditation? Meditation is about a connection. Meditation is about a freedom. Meditation is about your heart, your mind, your body is totally open, without restrictions, totally in flow. That's meditation. Meditation is infinite freedom with infinite potential, with total responsibility. That's meditation. Take the whole power into oneself, but that each self is connected with all beings. With the cosmic, with the lateral, with all sentient beings, vertical, with all cosmos being admit. So, in that sense, that means we must live a life that is completely open. Instead of play tricks, instead of using one thing against another. Remember, when we are against another, another is one ourselves. We're all connected. When we have war, we're not having war with against somebody, but we have a war against ourselves. Because the entire humanity is one body. They're all connected. That's self-destruction. So what I see is the new year, the vitality is about raise the consciousness, raise the heightened conscious energy frequency. And then we'll see that connection. We'll see not only the connection with our nature, we see around us, our environment, the immediate environment we see visible, but we see that environment beyond that visibility, beyond that tangibility, beyond that touchable or sensories, so to speak. Rather, is that innate, that invisible potential, that infinite mind and the infinite body. The body mind is the same thing because every cell has a mind. Every particle, every atom, they're all part of the universal conscious being. Particle waves is the same thing. Einstein said clearly, E equals mc squared, right? Max Planck said clearly, matter means what? Means frequency. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Both of them, of course, both of them fathers of quantum physics. However, beyond the science, we see, explore from 1,000 years ago in India, in China, the Taoist said clearly, all life comes from what? From nothing. Nothing is the generation, nothing is the father, mother of all beings, all matters, all frequencies, all qi, so to speak. Chinese medicine is based on it. Chinese philosophy is based on it. Same thing as Indian philosophy. From Indian Hinduism to Buddhist, you will see the connection. You will see human continuously to explore that conscious universe, not only within ourselves as a human being, but beyond that self, beyond that conscious matter, conscious living, sentient living beings. But the cosmos is a living being. The earth is a living being. The galaxy is a living being. Just like our friend and the steward who came to my event and his friend, they are team members and payrolls who happened to got his Nobel Prize 2 years ago. But the cyclic of the Big Bang, cyclic of the universe, cyclic of our being. From one Big Bang after another Big Bang, continued expansion, continues from expansion to singularity, from singularity to expansion. I don't want to get too many matters, too many terms on the quantum physics. However, just as a living being, we see ourselves constantly evolving from formless to forms and back to formless, that are constant cycle, just like Big Bang. It's the same thing. We are modifier. We are the rebirth of ourselves. And then just like the universe constantly revolving. So if that is the case, we can live our lives many times just in this planet. We can change. We can change from by what? By conscious being, because we have 50 trillion cells in our body. Remember, there are 50 trillion cells replaced immediately, every day, going to replace. Billions of cells going to be replaced every single day. Each minute, we have 300 million cells going to die. And then we have 300 million cells give new life. So why we always copy the older cells with the conflicts, with the disease state, with all kinds of dogma, all kinds of beliefs, all kinds of fragmentation. But we can change. We can change it in our mind, our body, to be more harmonious. Transform from the diseased state to a healthy state. Transform from the conflict to harmony. Transform from that fragmentation to see the oneness of the body, the oneness of the mind, and our interconnection with the all. The humanity is going to be different. Not into this self-destruction, the autoimmune disease. Our body have autoimmune disease, but the humanity sometimes we have plenty of autoimmune disease, fight each other. See, let's get rid of that autoimmune disease. That depends on what? It's not depends on any party. It's not dependent on any religion. It's not dependent on any nationality. It's not dependent on any culture. No, nothing is dependable. But oneself. Start from me. If each one of me expand ourselves, if each one of me be coherent, if each If each one of me expand the consciousness, raise up the energy frequency from the diseased state, the weak state of the lower frequency to high frequency, with vitality, and we can see things differently. We can see much farther than just the pity, that shallow physical being. Egg over here, egg over there. Yeah, I have eggs all the time, but I don't have to have eggs. Why? I get rid of them right away. What I do? Simple thing. Zen. Z-E-N. Of course, they come from many, many, many ways of doing it. We call Tao. Tao is one. However, you have many, many expressions, many, many manifestations of the so-called methods. Not one thing or not two things, but the overall, the totality of the freedom. What is the totality of the freedom? The freedom when you eat. If your stomach is always sick, if your stomach is always busy, grinding with dissipated energy, that's not living. Why? Because we're busy with fight. You're busy without struggle. You're busy without dissipating of the energy. Let it eat something that life. What is life? Plants. Plants are here for you to eat because plant circulation. Life energy. Give you life energy. When you eat these butchered animals, the butchered pigs, the chemically processed food, what are you going to get? What are you going to get? You tell me. Do you have the freedom? No, you don't. You're totally caged by the chemicals. You're totally mutilated. The way of thinking. If you every day you listen to the TV, you watch the TV, you watch this cell phone, this also all these social media, you watch all these things. Do you think you have a freedom life? No, you are controlled by all the bombardment of this information. Total chaos. You don't have yourself anymore. You look outward. Everybody's looking outward. All chaos, nothing healthy. Do you want to live in life like that? Full of the stress, full of disease, full of chaos, full of the conflicts, full of the war? Don't you? So that's another way. That green field of self-discovery, self-enlightenment, self-health. Why? So we have to start somewhere. So this thing is not what I tell you to do. No, I never, ever, ever, ever say, I'm going to tell you what to do. No, I'm not going to teach you. You have to enlighten yourself. You have to have that self-health. You have to discover yourself. You have to unveil your own inner wisdom, your own potentiality. People always say, oh, improve this, improve that. And, I'm going to do better than this, better than that. Better for what? Improve for what? You already have all the things you have. You have that intelligence. You have the wisdom. You have that light. You have that talent. You have everything you need. Why you put outside the things into you to improve you, give you more trouble, give you more misinformation, give you more chaos, give you more misinformation, give you more restriction, cage you. Why don't you lift yourself, liberate yourself? Medicine. Somebody. So what I see is that we need to see our own from within, not without. That's what I see. I'm sharing with you, and I'm also talking to myself. And Julie, did you help somebody come in?
Yes.
And I'm not teaching you, rather, I'm learning, sharing with everybody. So we all can see that energy frequency. We can all see there's a light within each one of us. And I always say, let's don't get all these too complex of things. Start from the very, very fundamental thing. That is the self-health. Self-health, self-enlightenment, self-freedom, self-learning, self-expansion. So what I see from all this complexity of a human being, what is the most fundamental thing we probably can have? How can we raise that vitality, enlarge and expand our vision, see beyond the little petty little self-being, further, deeper into ourselves, into the universe, into the origin of the intelligence where we are from. From quantum physics, we know that, we see, it doesn't matter we have atoms, quarks, Higgs boson, or Higgs field, but these are all about the energy. That's what it is. Even we give labels. We give labels. Let's get rid of the labels. Just see that energy frequency, the potentiality, just like Max Planck said. Everything manifested as matter, as a material, as a physical being, is from behind the potentiality, that spiritual force, that something untouchable, something intangible, something invisible, something spiritual, something. We can say, use Albert Einstein's word, ether, or we can use the Chinese word, qi. We can use whatever the labels we put, but it's the same thing. Is that energy frequency. Within the energy frequency, there is force. That force, I call it consciousness. The whole universe is guided by, propelled by, led by, motion by consciousness. So if we want to raise the consciousness, instead of just automatically like a rat in a race, we can see beyond that. We can live as a conscious being. Instead of regarding ourselves as AI, regard ourselves as a machine. That's why people say we can make a conscious human being with a machine. I disagree, not because they cannot do complex AI, but because they see each human being is a machine. Of course, when you see a human machine, of course you can make a better human machine. But a human being is not a machine. Human being has the high consciousness. Human being has the love. Human being has the compassion. Human being has that link, that connection with the cosmos. That connection with the love, that connection with the compassion, that kindness, beyond that machine, beyond any AI, beyond the computational. Just like our friend Penrose said. Because consciousness is not computational. That's what I say. Yes, the universe is full of numbers. the numbers carries energy. We have 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. Yeah, those are the visible numbers. You can see they manifest a lot of products, a lot of the materials, but there are some hidden numbers. What are the hidden numbers? 3, 6. It has to happen to be my birthday. 3, 6. Kelly laughed. He always talks about his birthday. It happened to be right, Shine. And so 3, 6 is 9. So 9 is we call supreme number in Chinese. But in the Western world, it's 17. And Nikola Tesla always tell about his 3, 6, 9. So we have something in common. Not only the quantum physics people see it, the quantum number as quantum number, the Chinese traditional Taoist philosophers also see it. The Buddhists see it. And our beloved Nikola Tesla see the same thing as I do. So from that hidden number, we see the code. We see the code. What is the code? And I will give you more and more of that. In terms of plants, in terms of flowers, plants, they all have the symmetry of geometry. Some people call secret geometry. But that geometry really carries the nature of that 369. All geometry carry that secret code of 369. I will give that in my book. I will give that also. All these things are going to be in my book. My book is called A Conscious Life Breath to Vitality. I haven't got it. Later, you can tell me if that book title is okay. But the book is finished, but it's rearranged. And then I will get my beloved Jennifer and Sunshine to have a look at it, so you guys can proofread it and revise it, okay, to beautify it with American language, because my language is Chinese, British, and American, and plus Mobilian language. Mobilian, Mobile is not a country, right? It's Mobile, Alabama. It sounds sort of like country, but it's not a country. Okay? Georgia is not a country. So you have all kinds of reasons. The cosmic is not a country. So let's go with the cosmic. We just use different languages to express ourselves. That's all. Okay, now I came from cosmic. I came from the energy, come from vitality, and then we get the energy of the 369, and we talk now. When we want to raise that energy as a human being, when we were born, what is the first thing we do when we were born? Tell me, Kelly, tell me.
Breathe or cry.
Breathe or cry. That's right. Breathe and cry. If you cry, if you don't breathe, you cannot cry, right? Is that correct? You have to breathe in order to cry. Is that right? Very good. Thank you. At least we agree on something, right? Shane? Shane feels so funny. Okay. So you breathe and cry. Okay. Admit to somebody. All right. And so let's do breathe. Okay. Many years ago, I spoke to a couple of 75 doctors from Harvard, from Johns Hopkins, from different universities, doctors. 75 of them, I remember very clearly. That was 1996. A group of doctors, and I supposed to teach, but I didn't teach. Of course, I talked to them about Chinese medicine, about breathing, about meditation, and then I asked, how many doctors were here at that present time, at that meeting, know how to breathe? Among 75 people, how many people know how to breathe? It's all medical doctors. One. At least we have one. One person from Harvard, and he did a transcendental meditation. He was the only one did the meditation. And everybody else, none of them know how to breathe. They say, well, we breathe, but we think we know how to breathe. You know, people smoke, they breathe. You know, say, I asked him, why smoke? I just want to lose some weight. And he said, I know it's not good, but I had to. You know, this is kind of, people have that stuck into the mind. Okay, this is the way I have to do this. This is the way of my life. This is the way of my life. But it's not so. It's not so. Let it go. We have other ways. So, for all these years, I begin to work on myself because of my old diseased state of mind, diseased state of the body when I was born as not only a person of crime, but also a person of disease state. Not only because I had an infectious meningitis, I had a coma, you know, I died so many times. But because I always in that realm of my genetics, because my genetics is defected. My genetics, you know, my family always had a disease. My grandfather died at 20s. My father, you know, died at 50. You know, it's just always the thought of these beliefs carried me. You know, you didn't know how long you can live because you're in that realm. Fear. I begin to do Kung Fu, I begin to do meditation, I begin to do breathing, and I begin to see my body changed. My mind changed. My happiness changed. And my emotion changed. I said, wow, I don't have to be in that hole, that dark hole anymore. So I begin to change. So if one person can change, I see. I taught people from all over the world. I don't see too much difference. Doesn't matter if you're Darren, doesn't matter you're David, or you're Jim, or you're James, or you're from Uganda, or whatever, you're from Australia. You know, we have a lot of people from different places over here. We're all the same. We're all the same. We want health. We want good energy. We want happiness. We want to be full of joy in our lives. How many people really want to disease? Tell me over here. How many people really want to totally distressed all the time? Tell me. How many people want to always in a state of depression? Tell me. So if we all want the same thing, let's start from the fundamental thing. Breathe. Breathe, raise the vitality. Breathe, raise the energy frequency. Breathe, raise the consciousness to see beyond the physical being, beyond the darkness, beyond the thoughts, beyond the emotions, beyond the memories. Because when you're totally involved with that calmness of the breath, with that energized the breath, with all that, you left all that alone. That chaos alone, that emotion alone, that memory alone, that thoughts alone, that old disease, the state mind and body alone. You totally transform. So you build a new cells with the new information, with the new vitality. So let the old cells die. Let the new cells have new life with the new information of new vitality. That's when you do that, your telomere of the chromosome will change. Everyone understand the telomere of the chromosome. The telomere of the chromosome is the chromosome, and the end of the chromosome, just like your shoelace. You have, see, here's a shoelace, right? Shoelace at the tip of the shoelace, you have what? You have a thing wrap around so that, won't be, the shoelace won't be falling all over the place. So your chromosome is the same thing. Okay, for those people who are not in a genetic field, in the medical field, and let me give you, let me just simple explanation. The telomere is on each tip of the chromosome. That chromosome is the DNA imprint, right? So on each side of the chromosome, those are not uncoded proteins. These telomere, each time you have division of your stem cells, and then that telomere of the chromosome will diminish. Eventually, it's going to be gone. However, when you, instead of waste your energy, waste your vitality, and then you see a different life. Your chromosome changed. Why? The telomere changed. This, we have many thousands of evidence. I remember a few years ago, Dr. Blackburn gave the report. Dr. Blackburn happened to be Nobel Prize winner. And she gave a report on the whole meditation, whole breathing, elongate the chromosome, elongate that telomere of the chromosome. So that means your life can be doubled. Your diseased state can be diminished. You understand? Because you are raised up the vitality of your life, raised the vitality of your energy frequency, vitality of yourself. And then you overcome the diseased state. So that's why I say the Medi breath. Change your life, change your DNA imprints. Old days we think DNA, destined. Everything's DNA. If you don't have that, you have that DNA, your life is doomed. You go with. No, you don't. Today's epigenetics, we know that. Everything can be changed. We know that the breathing, simple breathing meditation can change your telomere of that chromosome, change your future genetics imprint. That's reality. We see that. So that's why I say at this New Year party of the Asian culture, whatever, or the global culture, whatever, and we can do something. Just a simple breathing, and to raise the vitality of each one of ourselves. Okay, I'm going to do some breathing with you. If I say, and let's do something. Okay, I have presented 999 Medi breath on my book. It's 3 books. It's called Everything's a 3 I do. Okay, 3, 6, 9. Okay, so 3 books. And then we expand to 6, expand to 9. So that's serious. But I'm going to present the 3 first. And the first one is coming out. The second one is coming out. And we'll see everybody. Okay, I'm going to give you some copies to let you guys read first. And then before I publish it, get a few of them. Okay, and to help me to give some advice. Okay, then within that book, it has videos. Okay, we can, just online, we can download. It can be a member or it can be just the public. The first 3, it's all everybody. It's free for everybody. So we're going to publish it. We publish it in China. We have 1,000 people begin to use it. We have a company. It's called the Dying Care. And the group of people, they have probably 250,000 people, employees, and they are using on their company. So I told them, give them free because this is a nonprofit organization. So that's why I give them for free. And that's in China. I just agreed to give them about a week ago. So give them. And then I'll give to any companies for first 3 modules. Okay, I'll give everybody for free. And then we're going to get probably the 9 modules, and then eventually will be 27 modules. 27 modules for some complex situation. And 9 modules mostly cover 99% of the people, except some people who have serious health issues. And we have different accommodations and for the 999 Medi breath. Okay, today I'm going to present you 2 or 3, and let's do it together. Do you want to do it? Raise your hands if you want to do it. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Okay, put your hands over here. Okay, we're going to do this. After do this, I'm going to make some announcement of this year's new thing. I'm going to present some of the certificate to a few people. Okay, and then that'll be it today. All right, and then let's do some reading first. And before we do questions, before we do presentations, before we do anything. Okay, all right, our beloved Madison, and what is her name? Justin. Okay, our beloved instructor, Joey, will join us. Okay, everybody else over there. All right. Okay, put your hands at the 2 fingers put together right over here. Yeah, right over here on your abdomen. Can you see me?
Pretty much on the navel.
Yeah, below your navel. Okay, below your navel. Okay, below your navel. Now, and just go with me. We're going to do 3, 6. 3 breathe in, 6 breathe out. Slightly, this is 3. What I count 3 times. Probably it's slightly longer than your clock. Okay, and then we're going to do next one. We do is going to be 4, 8. So 3, 6 is what? 3, 6 is 9, right? 4, 8 is what? It's 12. 12, the root of 12 is what? It's 3. Okay, and then we're going to do 9, 9. Okay, all right, we're going to do 3 segments. Each one we'll only do 9 times. Okay, so altogether 27 times. And then we do some pause. The pause of your breath basically is not a really hold on to your breath, but you close your mouth, close your nose, you let your body to begin to learn how to breathe with the body. We call prenatal breathing. And people can do, some of my students can do 5 minutes for pause. Just not breathe with the mouth and nose can do 5 minutes. But most people can do 3 minutes. A lot of people can do 1 minute. We started with a half minute and you can go on, but that's later. Right now, we only do 9 seconds of pause. Everybody agreed? If you agree, raise your hand. If you disagree, sorry. All right, down together. All right, take a deeper breath. Out. In. 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 Out. Hold it. in, out. In, out. Make sure your tongue is connected to the upper hard palate. Now we're going to do 4, 8. In, out. 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 Hold it. In, out. In, out. Now I'm going to do 9, 9. In, out. 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 Hold it. In, out. One more time. Breathe in deep. Out. Breathe in. Out. Okay. How do you feel? How is it? All right, that's good. Okay, and definitely today, a lot of people, you will feel people, some people probably feel drunk. Some people feel dizzy. Some feel just out. And because of the oxygenation and because of they are not used to it at the beginning, it's very normal. First two, you can do, in the traffic anywhere, but the last one, don't do it in the traffic because the last one is much heavier. And so I don't recommend the last one to do that. Okay, of course, these are threes, some basic threes. And then we have 6, 12, and we have 9, and it's called the Ren 2, basically the spinal cord scanning. And then we have bone marrow cleansing, washing. And then we have cosmic and Zen frequency and deeper meditation. And then we have the universe, we call cosmic universe, and the sunlight and transmission and infusion. So you have different modules, and we're going to, in the future, a lot of students will present that to you guys. Now, okay, I want to see any questions. Okay, after questions, we're going to do some presentation. Okay, let me see. I'm going to take a few questions. Any questions in terms of breathing, in terms of anything you want to talk about? Okay, you get 5 minutes to do that. Come on. Anybody? No
I'm sorry,
questions.
I'm just a little late joining, so I'm just trying to catch up with what has already happened.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. Good. We did some breathing. We talk about the vitality. We talk about energy frequency. We talk about our beloved Albert Einstein and Max Planck. Talk about the frequency, about the energy and matter. We talk about the consciousness. We talk about the humanity. We talk about the plants. We talk about a lot of things. We talk about self-health. And sorry, missed it. We have this video in the future. And if you want it, and we can send you. Okay. All right. Next question. Shane want to say something, right, Shane? Or Kelly?
I do have
Anybody?
I do have a question, actually. If you do it faster or slower, is the effect still like
okay? This is what happens. Okay, at the beginning, you don't have to. This is a standard module. Okay, this is what I do. I do a bit slower. You can do it slightly faster. A lot of people cannot do that slow. Why? Because you never practice. It takes a little bit time to practice. I cannot just do like everybody else. So I'll give you a little bit of extension so that you see this is the way can be done. Okay. Then what I see is that you can do a slightly faster, no problem. Okay, whatever you adapt to it, whatever you can do at the moment in time, and then or without time, just slowly you can increase. It's not a problem at all. Okay, spend. However, at the beginning, just at the moment, whatever you can do will be fine. Is that okay with you, Shane? Okay, Shane agreed. Let's do it. All right, next. Anybody? Oh, you guys are all master of everything. So you don't have questions anymore.
I've got a question.
Okay, go ahead, Bert. Mr. Bert.
Yeah. About the when you're breathing out and then you're holding on your breath out, what's happening?
Okay, what's happening? That's a good question. Hey, who gave you the authority to ask such a good question? Okay. All right. This is what happened. Okay, the beginning, when you the first one, you hold it, you just feel the body. Feel the body from the top of the bottom to feel the body. Of course, you only do 9 seconds, but eventually, if you do longer, okay, you begin to feel the whole body and then your spinal cord, and you feel that vitality, that energy frequency along your spinal cord. Okay, that's later. But the beginning, just to feel your body, feel all the cells, feel all the organs, start from the organs, that expansion of that energy penetration, just feel it. That's all you need to do at the beginning. Does that answer your question, my beloved Darren from Australia?
Yes, it does. And then what happens when you then are holding it longer?
Oh, you hold it longer. Okay, just all depends on the time. So wherever you can adapt to it. Sometimes you can, for example, sometimes I do fast breathing and the slow breathing. I hold it about 3 to 5 minutes. So within 5 minutes or 3 minutes or 1 minute, you see the whole body. You see that we call a small heavenly cycle from the Zen channel to Du channel, and you're going to penetrate it into all that energy, penetrate into your spinal cord, into all the stem cells, into the bone marrow. And that's what I did. Okay, let me give you an example. Okay, this friend of mine, and he's my leader now in China. And that's Mr. Guo, okay, Dr. Guo. And he had a leukemia last year. Okay, last year he had a leukemia, and he was in hospital. And a lot of different teams tried to help him. The English, the Oxford team, the Harvard team, medical team, and also China medical team, because he has a lot of classmates. They're all from these different continents. They help him. But somebody from England, from Oxford, knew me and then introduced him to me and then see if I can help him. So he studied, I think he studied April, and to have treatment because he has leukemia. And so they say they prepare for this bone marrow transplant. And I told him, don't do bone marrow transplant. He said, no, the doctor said it. You say, I don't care, the doctor said. Just tell the doctor you don't want to do bone marrow transplant. The doctor said I was crazy. But in July, not July, June, a few months later, the doctor said, wow, this guy is pretty crazy. So you don't need we never met this kind of case. All the numbers, you don't need a bone marrow transplant. Who is this guy? So this is not for me. This has been here for millions of years. But we just discover. We discover it's there. We covered it. We covered by our knowledge, by our old thinking. You cover it, discover it. That's all. And then, so he didn't do it. And now he became the leader of my team in China for MediBreath, 999 MediBreath. So we have a lot of other cases. We have a lady, Miss Wen. Miss Wen. Miss Wen used to work for FDA in the United States. She was a chief scientist for FDA. And then when she broke her bone, she had a lung cancer. Now you broke her bone, and she was devastated. She was in bed, and so they asked me for advice. I said, Shifu, what are we gonna do? I said, just don't do surgery right now. Let's just do breathing. Let's do something together. So we did something together. A few weeks ago, almost a month ago, she gave a report to the whole group. You should have a video. The video, she spoke in Chinese. She didn't speak English, and on that video. And of course, she graduated from the United States. She had a PhD in the United States. Of course, that's why she worked for the United States as FDA chief first scientist. So she gave a report. She thanked me. I told her, don't thank me, thank herself, because she believed in me. What I said is can be done. And because it's cosmic, it's not for me. It's a cosmic. We just rediscover. That's what it is. And then she didn't do surgery. It's a fracture. That's a mud fracture over here on her femur. She didn't do surgery. Of course, she didn't do all the continuous treatment. And we stopped everything. All we did is exercise, nutrition, and breathing. She's wonderful today. She told me she works 12 hours a day. I said, don't work that long, don't brag all the time. You work 7 days a week or 12 hours a day. It's no point. She worked on different companies. She worked with my friends in China. And Miss Wen is wonderful. She has a bunch of, every day she kept her dialogue, her training dialogue. MediBreath, 90 minutes, MediBreath, 60 minutes. She does that every single day. She's been doing that for the last 179 days. And then one day I'm going to put her diary, because she put it on the public. I can put a little bit translation. You guys have a look. Okay, she put over there every single day. Yeah, she has been with me since last March. You can see it's not what do we know? We know nothing. It's something we all should have. It's the self-health, self-intelligence, our immune system, our own wisdom within. That's what it's about. Okay, thank you, Darren. Okay, anybody else? Otherwise, we're going to do something. Okay, I'm going to do some presentation. Okay, hold a second.
Shifu?
Yes. Go ahead.
For Dr. Gwen, how long did it take her to recover from the fracture and the cancer?
Okay, 3 months. But by the 2 months, she told me, because we talk almost every week, and like a month later, and she said, "Oh, I begin to walk now." 1 month, she began to walk, and we didn't do any, casts, nothing. But I did ask her to get a bamboo, to get things to secure it. We did do a lot of exercise. We did something on the good leg, and we did a lot of energy frequency, vibration, trying to see and increase the healing rate. And her bone, her femur, it's not like the doctors, it can be crooked. No, it's not a crooked, it was perfect to go together. And the 5 doctors, they never can imagine what could happen, but it happened because it's on frequency. As I said, Max Planck said, Albert Einstein said, I said. That's all. All right, that's what it is. And some people just, they're stuck with the books, the old books. It's totally outdated books. They have no idea what is it because they see everything's a matter, but a matter is energy. It's the same thing. Okay, thank you. Is that right, David? What do you think, David? Barbara is also from Washington, D.C. David is from Princeton. Hi, David.
Hi, Shifu. How are you?
How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you.
How was your New Year?
It was good. Good. It was very good. Yes. Thank you.
David came into my Zen consciousness. So we have quite a few Zen consciousness people here. David and Jennifer and James, from the conference. That's good. Jennifer Evans, certificate of $900 tuition for your kid. Is our word. That's what we were the last year. Okay, that's your certification. We forgot to give you last time. Okay, we'll give you the whole it. Okay, we have $2,000 for 10 yuan. We already give you. This is another one. This is the original one. I think you will print another one, right?
I think thank you so much. I appreciate it, but I think you already give me one. That's great. Thank you. You have to give me one.
Okay, and we have a certificate for most dedicated staff member of the Shaolin Institute and their Academy, Mike Dow. Mike.
Thank you, Shifu.
Come on, let's see your face. I give you a certificate. You didn't hold it there.
Thank you.
Madison Square Garden. No, Madison. Tommy, come on, Madison. All right, Madison is for sincerity and dedication of the month.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. I have Barry Newton is not here. Is Barry Newton over here?
No, I don't think
Okay. Okay, Madison have another one. Okay. Madison, and then I told you because Madison, always taking me somewhere. And then I told her, she's so dedicated. I want to tell her if she buy a car, she always borrow other people's car. If you buy a car, I'm gonna contribute almost $1,000. I told her 1,000 is 99999.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Joseph Foss. Okay, we will award you with the pretty sample. Okay, one of the highest in the world for your step up into the quantum conscious field, expand yourself, and to not only expand yourself and help yourself and also help others to send the ripple effect, to teach others people Kung Fu. But sharing Kung Fu, that's more important, I think. Thank you. Kung Fu over here, by the way, it's about Kung Fu. Breathing is Kung Fu. Meditation is Kung Fu. Science you do is Kung Fu. To me, everything you do with the dedication, that's Kung Fu. Okay, we have another thing, certification of nomination for this guy called Joseph Foss. Well, another one, okay, has been nominated as for the chief instructor for Shaolin campus of New Orleans. Thank you.
New Orleans?
Oh, no, Atlanta. New Orleans. I just want to see if he's awake. Certification of 99999 for our beloved, not tuition, okay, this is a cash, to our Mike Gao. Mike Tao. Mike Tao also called. So and for his dedication. Okay, thank you, Mike. Okay,
Thank you.
it's 9999. You're gonna be go through your salary. Okay, we're gonna put it somewhere. All right, who else do we have? All right, that's I think it's all the people here. It's a Kendall over here, Kendall Newton. Okay, Nadia. Okay. All right, thank you. That's all the certificate. I have a certificate for myself, 0. Start from 0. Everything from 0 from beginning. That's my certification to myself. A big 0 and start from beginning. Thank you. All right, now. Any questions? Okay, otherwise I'm going to announce our new year. This new year event we're going to have in June. Okay, all right. And Barbara wanted to say something. Barbara, go ahead.
Yeah, the way you were talking, it sounds like breathing slower is better. The slower you can go, the better it is for you. Is that right?
Okay, this is what I see. At the beginning, you don't have to do that slow. Yes, it is true. However, you do whatever you can to slowly moving. Okay, you do slower. And because that when you do slower, your body becomes calmer. You have the space to examine yourself. You have the space to observe yourself. You have the space to reorganize. You have the space to re-communicate. That's all. And then when you do fast breathing and you're so busy and you calm down in silence, that's very important. So, however, you don't have to do that slow because you don't want to choke yourself, So do adaptively, slowly, too slow. I've been doing this for a long time, and we know each other for how long? Since 1980s. Yes,
it's been 30. Yeah, it's been 3 decades. Yes, more than 3. More than 30 years.
I know you since 1980s. This is Barbara was a professor at the South. Okay, and I used to teach her Tai Chi, and
that's right.
For self-defense, and she knows these movements, right? Remember these movements I taught you?
Golden rooster stands on one leg.
Now she worked for Washington D.C. for the government for quite a few years, now retired, right? Thank you, Barbara. I appreciate it. We have people from all over the place, right? So, and that is correct. So let's we're gonna do slowly adapt ourselves. Okay,
slow.
That's good.
Got it.
Okay. Now, second thing we'll have June the 10th, 11th. We'll have an event. It's a tournament at a Shaolin Institute. Okay, it's inside. There's a big gym inside. Okay, it's a classroom. It's in our classroom. We'll have a Sanda event. We're going to have foam event. We have a Tai Chi. We have a lot of things. Okay, and so we restart the event called a US Open Challenge. Okay, that's the thing we're going to work on. And James is going to work with me, right, James? And then our beloved medicine garden is going to work with me. And Joey is going to work with me. A lot of people are going to work with me. Sunshine, are you there, Sunshine?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Okay, Sunshine is always my chief. She's always my chief for the tournament. Thank you, Sunshine. Appreciate it. She's great. She's good. She's very good with the organization. Get things together. Thank you. How long have you been doing with me for so many years, right?
Lots of years.
Yeah, lots of years.
Yeah.
She's really, really great with that. And she will be the chief director for this thing. And then we're going to get other people, everybody help with that tournament. Okay. Now, next thing we're going to have is we're going to do summer camp. We may do either in New York City, not in New York City, it's upstate New York. It's going to be, could be at, I think it's nearby Williams College. Have you heard of Williams College?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes. Barbara knows the Williams College. It's in, what is the state? Is it Connecticut? Is that right?
Yes.
Barbara.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. And nearby the Williams College, probably. And either we haven't decided doing it here or doing it with college. I need to make final decision for the intensive camp. Intensive camp, we stay there for 2 weeks. If people can do 1 week, and can do 2 weeks. Okay, and if we do it in Connecticut, it's going to be a big facility. It's like a big mansion. I used to be Morgan's family mansion, and so we're going to do it in the mansion and everything. We have a cook, we have everything, because it's like I think it's about 900. I think it's 900 acres of land. Yeah, 900 acres of land. It's a big land. We may do it here, we may do it here. We'll see. Okay. And
I hope you can
we'll
make
decide.
it virtual.
What?
I hope
we also
I hope
do virtual. Yes, correct. We do virtual also, and we're going to broadcast for the tournaments also. We do virtual too. Okay. All right. These two big event. We're going to do also some summer camp over here, and we do a couple of things, and we do a lot of other things that are coming up, and we'll announce those things as we go along. Okay. Any questions? Okay. And Madison said, in India, that's mean yes.
What?
India, that's yes. have questions. All right. Otherwise, we say, have a beautiful New Year. What about that? Any questions? I'll give you 1 minute to say something. Otherwise, we'll say goodbye. Thank you. Okay, Jennifer, I'll see you tomorrow, right?
Yes, I will see you tomorrow at 6:30.
Yes. All right. Thank you. Have a beautiful day. Okay, class is over. Some of you familiar with my word. Okay, who is there over there? Oh, Lin Che. Hey, Lin Che is our chief. He's our chief instructor. Okay, he's now in Chicago. He used to teach here. Okay, everybody need to know him. If you go to Chicago, you need to go to study with him. Okay, he's a beautiful guy. He's not only just good in Kung Fu, he's beautiful in his mind. Thank you.
你好，林 Sir。
Thank you, Lin Che, for being here. Anybody else?
你好。
你好。Look at Lin Che. You can look like you have something on your hair. Look at him have gray hair. What is that? What happened to her? Okay, thank you. Have a beautiful night.
师傅再
Take
见。
care. 再见。
再见，师傅。
再见。